Guys, we are against the clock. So it is like 5 minutes to the deadline. Still got to, I've made my teams kind of already from the preamble earlier on in the week, but now I'm at the stage where I really need to get my lineup builder done just to double check that we're going into this game week with as much as possible. Now, unfortunately, I'm not actually pulling up a prize from this game week because, quite simply, Michael Robinson DNP'd on me and absolutely killed my team. So what did we have? We had the Celtic attack stacks going out. I was so buzzing for them, but unfortunately, well, we've cantered home with ETH, absolutely no problem at all. 9 points off a card is sore. And I think if I'd captained Rio over Jota, we might have made the difference there, but who knows. And Robinson DNP killed this team, 60 points off a reward, which would have been great having done a dud captain in Yari Boy, but it is what it is. So we move on to this game week. So we'll jump into lineup builder, and I've not done this yet for this game week, so I just want to see. I know I've only got one goalkeeper that's really playing, right? So I'm going to be putting Turner up in D3. I know that pretty much already. Now defence is really my headache because America last night started with Zimmerman and Richards, Destin Robinson fullbacks. I'm not sure if Richards will play away to Canada. I think that they'll definitely see Canada as a tougher game and probably prefer Robinson because he's got more caps, I think, in this campaign, certainly. Hendry should be back from suspension. It's also given me a wee bit of a headache, but I know Kemar Lawrence is like the nailed on. I know he'll play and he'll score okay, so I think he's the best option for the team that I'm really going to push this game week. In midfield, I've got a lot of options. I think I've opted with Ao Tanaka, I think, after I missed him on the last game week, but I'm not sure if he's actually going to play this match because, sometimes these big squads in these rural territories, they do rotate around these World Cup qualifiers. I'm expecting America to perhaps rotate in attack and defence, maybe not in midfield. And then that brings me to like Tyler Adams. I think he'll definitely play. Musa, I think, has got a great chance of playing. McKennie's got a great chance of playing. And again, I like these guys because they've got big AA, which they're going to collect in a match like this anyway. And some of them, McKennie in particular, 12.5% multipliers, like a little half super rare, potentially, So, and Ao Tanaka has got a great history at FC Barcelona. One of my most successful cards, and he's just been dormant. Look at that, 14 cards, and he's not won me a card since game week 168. So I do have a soft spot for Tanaka, and if I think he does play away at home at Saudi, yeah, I think I'll take AO. And then up top, it's the Celtic attack stack again. Super rare Rio, super rare Gio. Love it. At home at Dundee United, and then I suppose we would captain AO Tanaka, I suppose. And then we would save that. Right, okay, so I think that's my best looking team. I know I was going to pick the two super rare forwards. I've did the same thing, but I went with Tyler Adams. I'm going to drop Tyler for Tanaka. I see now that Japan at home. And then Captain Tanaka. The Kawasaki boys are back together, It feels like we've got the band back together. I love it. So an all-star rare, I've still got to chase ETH. Now, I'm going to play, I think when I just seen him there, I think Sean Johnson is the best choice because I've not got any other goalkeeper that's going to play, but if through some weird thing he did play over Turner, because I don't think Stefan's even made it to the squad logistically, then that could be something. I think I'll go with Miles Robinson here because I think, that frame of mind that I've got on that will probably come to pass. I think he'll come in the Canada match. In midfield, I should have Tyler Adams. Yeah, let's play Tyler. And then up front, can I maybe just go all America? No, of course, I've got Jota till I die, and Maeda and Tatati. I don't know if Maeda's going to start or not, but I know my Rio will. So we'll go Rio and Jota and Captain Jota till I die. That's a great ETH chasing team. I'm quite actually happy with that. I feel I've got Gu in goals for this. Yeah, I do. So I'm just going to swap Gu for Johnson. Sorry, I beg your pardon. In midfield, who do we go for? Tyler. I've also got Brendan Aronson. I think he could play over who played right wing. Timo Weah. I think Brendan could start. Why didn't I see? I think I'm going to go with Brendan because I just think he's a bit more decisive, capable, and could bring in something like an 80. I think he does. I think Berhalter likes him. That then makes me want to go a wee bit more conservative in defence potentially, but I don't think maybe Jack Hendry. I think Jack Hendry comes back after the suspension, Yeah, a wee bit more conservative. Okay, let's do that. And then let's go fix some training if we need to. Now, guys, I know there's some of these coming up in the live chat. Thank you very much for joining us live. If you're watching this after we've been live, thank you very much as well. I'm just against the clock, guys, so I'm just looking to get as much into training confirmed as I possibly can. We have literally 2 minutes left to go, and I need to make sure all my boys are getting all that XP that we're going to need. We're going to need every bit of it. And look at all these teams. Oof. Yeah, this team, granted, I'm not really in a rush to get these guys leveled up, but facilitators, you know, helping Tyler get into training, helping all these other guys. Extra. These are no game players as well. I don't actually have that much loose. That's good. Otaro, let's put him in. Just anyone. I'm not worried about scarcity. Just the best people who I might be using within the coming weeks and months. You know, who that XP could help me out. And then if not, I'm looking at like rookies. You know, I've just sold a few bodies over the last couple of days as well. You'll notice the balance is back up. I'll also take it into the gallery as well once we do this, because I've made some big signings this week, and I'm absolutely buzzing for the gallery come game week 2, 4, 8. I'm going to say. I don't have many NG guys left to get in, non-game guys left to get in. Now, guys like Nakamura and Tevez, for example, for any of you that aren't aware, my objective for them is to keep them MIB, mint in box, if you like. Fixture is not ready. Oh, crap. Is it deadline? Damn it. Talking too much gibberish. I don't know how many we got in, guys, but I think we've done it. If you're watching this live, Canny Sports, perfect timing for the gym session. 6 minutes remaining. We just about got it. So can we see my teams already? I think we must be able to, yeah. Oh, these are training. Oh, good. I was like, oh, what? When I came up, I was like, Galashi, Ominami, Fujita. I was like, this isn't my team. So we went with Sean Johnson, the likely substitute goalkeeper for America, but he's our little hedge, I suppose. Jack Hendry away to Krogik for Bruges. We're hoping he returns from suspension immediately. Brendan Aronson, one of the teacher's pets of the US men's national team, should start away to Canada, I would expect. Jota and Rio, the Celtic attack snack, are back for round 2, and they are raring to go. Captain Jota, till I die. Matt Turner, on his way to Arsenal, looks like 11.5% multiplier away to Canada. I heard somebody say that Canada are missing their best player. I'm guessing they mean, is it Joe David or Alphonso Davies? So Canada are not at full strength. America are going strong. The America squad now, like for that region in particular, is buff. Like even the bench is quality. So I actually expect a really comfortable America result. I think America over the next couple of years really should become that dominant country in that region, the same way you see with like Japan and Korea and Asia and that sort of thing. Obviously in Europe it's a bit different. But in Africa, you see the same guys over and over again at World Cups, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, Egypt. I don't think Egypt's been in a while, in fact, but you get the point. So I think America should really nail down some of these domestic fixtures, and having these cards could be very valuable. Like we're seeing with Ao Tanaka, even though him going into Bundesliga 2 that absolutely killed him, I've never been anywhere close to selling him, just because, like I showed you, his honours list at the club is phenomenal. And just sitting a guy like that and waiting for them to come back if he possibly can. And in my case, unfortunately, I've been able to. Come on, Lawrence, easy plug and play. And again, 9.5% multiplier is absolutely huge for a guy that should bring in like 45 points. Means he's going to be contributing probably quite close to 50 on a normal below average kind of match. And then the duo Celtic attack snack, super rare Gio and Rio in attack at home at Dundee United. That could be fucking amazing. The prize pool, I've not even really looked at it. So we've got 1,000 entries, 1,009 to be exact. And we've got star rares for the top 4. Don't think I can get top 4 really, but I would definitely be shooting for top 20. And unfortunately, places 15 to 20 pay a tier 2. So it's a little bit of a booby prize. But a prize is a prize, I suppose. And who am I to turn down boobies? And on the All-Star Rare, we're getting 125 cards paid out, which, I could definitely be shooting for. On top of the threshold, a tier 3 from 51st to 125. I think I could do that potentially with a DMP keeper if all my guys hit and I nail the captain, everything. I was cutting it fine today. So Canny Sports, Fist Bump, Mark Hodgson, Predictology, Jonathan Mott, Moritz Pike, and Mikey Basson. Thanks for joining us live, guys. There's a few more of these here. Make it known in the live chat. Get your fist bump. I hope you've enjoyed all the content that's been coming out this week, guys. There's a few more stuff going to come out over the weekend. And Yeah, it's been a great week. And it feels like I've not been on a live thing in ages because the last like 48 hours, guys, has been so long for me. Like, you guys, most users are on Twitter, and you'll have seen all the SPL screenshots that were going around, SPFL, the Celtic guys, and Chris Cadden in a Hib shirt, Giamakis in a Celtic shirt, lots of crazy stuff. So it's been a long couple of days, but I've went out and I've picked up a Joanne Jordan that I'm in love with, by the way. Like, I had a hit list when all these leagues came out, and JJ Super Rare, Braze Mendez Super Rare were two guys that were firmly on my to-do list. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really in a great need for this Joanne Jordan, but kind of what it allows me to do is accept opportunities to maybe sell another Super Rare or two that I'm not that bothered about. And I actually quite like Joanne Jordan. I actually think he's got a really good February as well. So I'm absolutely buzzing to be picking him up. Now, he's pretty much the same kind of ETH price as he was in December before ETH went down. So that's a nice kind of little opportunity I think I've managed to get my hands on, as well as the Geo. Now, I've paid an ETH for this, right? 9 of 100. And yeah, so it's all about opportunities in the market, guys. I think Laird was saying to me on Fiat, this is the cheapest Geo Reyna that has been transacted upon, so buzzing to get him into the club. Again, somebody that was on my hit list for a long time, and easy decisions to make for me with the goals of the club, what kind of cards I'm looking to get, and what I see my club doing over the next kind of 3 months in SO5, and where I think I need a wee bit more reinforcement. My man here, JJ. I don't know if we're going to get a little preamble into the next game week. Simo SR, fist bump, good to see you, my man. So let's see what matches we've got for the next game week. So game week 241, let's just see all matches. So we've got a wee bit of Portuguese action, which is fucking great. I don't know if Darwin will be back. Darwin started for Uruguay last night, which I was absolutely buzzing about. I've just got a message about Aronson or something. Aronson to Leeds. I think that's confirmed. So I think he'll start, American players, when they get big transfers, it's just always the way, isn't it? So let's see. I've got some championship action. I don't have Stoke, but I've got Swansea. SPL. How could I forget? It's the old firm. Yeah. We're going to hump them, man. Sorry if you're a Rangers fan. I'll try and keep the Celtic Rangers chat off the channel as much as I can, but it's going to be brilliant, man. I think this is like the Colombian League or something. I don't think there's much going on there. World Cup qualification in Asia, so I'll have Kim Sung-gyu away to Syria. I'll have a goalkeeper, that's handy. And Uruguay, Venezuela. So yeah, Darwin's probably still going to be away, I would suspect. Because this is World Cup qualification. This is definitely taking priority. And so is America. So I'll have Turner. Should have Turner. I don't know if Stefan is going to be on the scene at any stage this window or not. I'll check into the podcast and threads and all that. I'll try and get that kind of info from. And we'll keep our eyes open on that. But that sounds like a couple of keepers we might have in action, which is lovely. So let's see. Let's see price pool. What's the price pools look like? So Super Rare is... don't think there's going to be many entrants up here. Oh, tier 2's at the top, man. That's weak. Like, even in these game weeks, it should still be at least top end tier 1s for winning the damn thing. Like, if you're guaranteed to get the best tier 2 because you're a number 1 spot, like, maybe this guy I'd be happy to get, I suppose. But even in a dead game week, all these guys. OR would be tasty. If you could pick it, it would be much more fun. This Lafay guy, he's been getting talked up a lot. Oof, yeah, I can see why. Big game against PSG. How much does he go for? Wow. I wouldn't mind winning him as a super rare. Simikin, that'd be okay. I say if you get Marino, I'd definitely like a Marino and a Haidara. That's not that bad. It's not that bad a pool, but like, it's much more attractive if you had the ability to pick it. I know logistically the reason they would never allow you. Look at that, Haidara and Marino. I'd love either one of them out of this pool. That would be good, Per Schurz, David Raum. There's some good cats. I was going to say there's some good, cool cats. There's some cool kids in this pool that I wouldn't mind at all. But I think seeing these little dead game weeks, they're probably not got the infrastructure to facilitate this, right? But see if there is only 5 prizes getting won, surely those 5 can pick. Maybe that's the benefit. Maybe that's the benefit of actually exploiting these game weeks where it is lower prizes, because it's like if you win, you get first pick, second pick, third pick, you know. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Morning all, hope you are well. Chrissy, quite good to see you, my man. Simo is telling me that Darwin is rumoured to Newcastle. Another one from the video. I'm pretty sure I featured Darwin in the video that they're done spending Newcastle's transfer funds. That would be good. Do you know, see when all the Bruno Guimaraes stuff came out, I thought, why did I do Wilmer Barrios? I think I've just been looking so much at thinking maybe they try and be a wee bit shrewd and play football by numbers rather than just going after the biggest and best guys they possibly can, which I don't know why I thought like that, but hey. But Bruno Guimaraes would have been a great addition. I'm a wee bit disappointed myself that I never picked him. Predictology, 2 podiums for me this week. Wow. Looking forward to the prizes being released later. Congratulations, Predictology. 2 podiums. You can get in there, my man. Cannot wait to hear and see what you get. So Darwin in Newcastle would be pretty sweet because I think he'll kill it. I think he's top level. So this might be of interest to us, depending on what we've got going on. So we've got a lot of supers. There's only 1 card in U23. Screw that. Like, really screw. I don't think there's any goalkeepers either. So that might actually... What's the weekly? It doesn't tell us the rules here. Let's check the weekly rules. You can play limited, 3 African Cup of Nations, guys. What's the prize pool for weekly? That's interesting. 20 supers. Yeah, it's the best populated prize pool, isn't it? Wonder how many people will go into the weekly. And then 14 cards in All-Star Pro. Oof, that's even skinnier. I can't believe we've got the old firm coming up. It's just not that many prizes going, man. It's so weak, man. Star rare for top 2. Star rare for number 1 only. Let's see who we've got. So we've got Turner, Kim. Both got the same multiplier, which is good. 3rd in Champ Euro Pro. Oh my god. Predictology, that's going to be a beast. Hopefully that's a beast of a card, mate. I hope that's as good as it can be. I'm a Toon fan, so I'll take anyone. Fair enough. Joshy 4th, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. And 2nd in the weekly. Predictology is killing it. Well done, my man. Matt Turner, home of Honduras. Kim Sung-gyu away Syria. Well, let's just say Kim. Tomato, I think, really, at this point. And then let's see. Who have I got in midfield? Because Matarita is a decent... I don't think Medina's in the Paraguay squad. I don't think Ideguchi's fit. I don't think Leggett... I don't think Leggett's going to play that game, is he? Maybe he does. Yeah. No point going into D2. I've not got the midfield component, unfortunately. I'm not going to... So for that reason, I'm not going to be playing Matarita. Away to Jamaica. It's a kind of toughish game, but Costa Rica, I think, would be favourites for that. Chris Richards, Mark McKenzie, Miles Robinson. Again, I'm getting pulled towards Kamar because I know he is just defo going to play. And there's just no question marks around him. In midfield, I'm going to be going rare again. And I'm kind of looking for maybe Brendan. If he's just moved to Leeds, I can see him getting played. Because that's, again, as soon as these guys move into famous teams and stuff like that, just get played all the time. Musa's a good shout. McKenny's a good shout. Who's got the biggest multiplier? I'll probably just go with them for now. McKenny. And then up top, it's going to be Rio. Oh, Darwin at home to Venezuela. I've got so many forwards. I've got so many forwards. Can I play you 23 forwards? Let's say I play Gio here. This could be interesting. Let's say I play Gio here. And what other supers do I have knocking about? I've got Joseph. Oh, I don't know if Joseph's going to play. Sam Vines, he should play. So who am I trying to keep? I'm trying to keep Rio and Darwin for a U23 attack. I could play Matarita. Lovely. Matarita. And then I think I'll drop Kamar Lawrence on that basis. No longer needed. Oh, guys, this could be... I actually could be having some nice depth here. Where the hell is my Twitter? Let's get rid of him there so we can slot him in as the defender. And then my extra spot... I'm really tempted to play Palaversa in midfield. Kyogo, Falcao. I've still got Jota. Yeah, I could play Jota because if I'm going to go double super rare... Yeah, and Captain... Oh, guys, this is a good team, by the way. Really good team. Oh, yeah, okay. So that would be my team, I think, for Pro. I think that's lethal, by the way. Lethal. And then that would allow me to go U23. Now, I know there's no... Well, do you know what? I'll just throw CLR in. Why the hell not? And then... Who else do I have for defence? I'm going to go double... Oh, yeah, so it's Richards or McKenzie coming in for that game, really, then. That's a tough one. I don't have the midfield to go super rare, do I? No, I don't. I've played McKennie already, so I think I would play... Will I play Adams? Maeda, I'll have a Japan... No, I don't think he's going to have a Japan game. I'm going to say Japan there. No, but it's Rio and Darwin up front. And then it's a defender that's the problem. I know I've got a DNP goalkeeper, but having a DNP goalkeeper and a DNP defender, I think just writes me off entirely. So I would go with, I'll need to listen to podcasts and stuff like that, but I'd find out who's, maybe even Julian Araujo gets his debut against Panama. That's not a bad game to debut him in. If he's in the squad, I'll maybe investigate that. But again, on the basis of multiplier, I'll just throw Chris Richards in there for now. But again, we can't submit the squad yet. But that could do something, by the way. That could still do something. And then what would we have for All-Star? I would have my other goalkeeper that's looking likely to play, which is Turner. I've still got Kamar Lawrence, who's no problem at all to play. I think I've got Brendan Aronson. Yeah, I've got Brendan Aronson. And then I would have Rare Rio. And I would have... I could even say Musa. Or Encham, or Palaversa. Let's just say Palaversa. And then Captain Rio. And then boom. Yeah, I think I'm going to have 3 really good teams for the next game week. Oh, James Sands is sold. Lovely. Dars 83. I hope he serves you well. He didn't stay long with me. But, yeah. Sorted, guys. So, the club is moving, guys. The club is moving. Love it. So guys, what's your best teams for this game week? Have you got anything going out that you're really excited for? Let's see on SoRare data if my teams are back up here yet. Did I even do a limited squad? Sure I did. I did. Yeah, I did a limited squad. Oh, if it was just the same limited squad as the week before, that's going to do it awful. Champ Euro was built of the St Etienne stacks. Oh yeah, I did see that on Twitter, in fact. Great work, man. Absolutely phenomenal. But guys, we've managed to catch the deadline. We've got some good teams out. I'm looking forward to hopefully having some really good teams for the next game week, Celtic v Rangers. I think I can have a footprint of that match in all 3 of those entries with some decent cards around it, man. And even though the prize pool is so slim, maybe I get lucky in the predictology and just nail it and just pick up a couple of podiums. That's the dream, guys. That's the goal. But we're working slowly but surely, steadily toward game week 248. Guys, mark it in your calendar. That is the convergence. That's when everything's going to kick off. And hopefully, it's party time. If Brendan comes to Leeds, can you do me a good deal? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I was actually thinking about selling my... I actually kind of like the Salzburg one a bit better now. So the Brendan Aronson I've got is like air quotes rookie. I'll just call them first editions now. I think that's probably the best way of putting it. Jersey number, 1 supporter shield, 1 player, young player of the year, all that caper. But I think when I look at my little folder of MLS or American guys in Europe, I think this looks much nicer than this, to be honest with you. So, if it moves to Leeds, this is priced at the now about half a coin or so. jersey number for mine. I would definitely trade a Salzburg one plus a wee bit of ETH for mine. I would definitely do that. Don't know about a good deal, but Mikey, sorry, mine's is it's probably one I'm going to put a wee bit above market because of the jersey number. I need game week 244. What is that? The return of Russia, Josh? Is that when the Russians are back in town? 0 teams for you, Josh. Unlucky, my man. Can't wait till America and Asia come back. You can actually play the game. Yeah, everything's back on. It's going to be live. It's going to be kicking off. It's going to be good fun. I say I'm slowly but surely kind of getting excited for this game week. I've not got much going on, you know, but as things develop, as things kick on, like we're just moving closely. It's just about getting everything into shape, make sure the training's getting done, build up the XP, really flesh out the club and feel, you know, where we're at and where we want to really attack. I'm kind of hoping, guys, I was messing about with depth and all that on one of the boards the other day, and see now, I've got like a good amount of Champ Euro Supers, you know, like a good amount, and they're all decent, you know, really. Obviously, my boy here Renat was up for sale, but if I can get Nemeka back fit and playing, Nemeka up top, and then like Trippier at the back, and then a double midfield of Braze and JJ, I think that is like D2 capable, you know, with like a rare All Black or something. So I might have a wee dabble with that kind of idea. And with Weghorst going to Burnley, hopefully Nemeka is not it's not going to be far away from getting off the treatment table. And we can get wee Lucas back in action, because if he's the undoubted number one starting striker, then Wolfsburg really need to change their manager. He could become a very powerful asset. And then also I've got guys like Maffeo, Tonali and Illich as like little buffers on top of those ones I've already mentioned, which is why I don't really have the requirement for Renato anymore, because I'm kind of more involved in these other guys I've got. But I think I could make a wee mess about. But obviously then messing about with a D2 perhaps limits my ability to play Rare Pro, because then if I'm playing all those guys in D2, you know, I'm left with like Tonali, Maffeo, Illich for the Pro, and they guys really need to have good fixtures for that to be viable. So maybe that's what I do. You know, I had a game week recently where I just did a boost, put all my super rares in the super rare entry, or I think that was a plan for one of the game weeks, and then I ended up changing my mind. But it was just going one for super rare, one for rare, and one for limited, and just kind of doing that, because a lot of people think about how that might be the future, and the way some of my cards have laid out with fixtures, that's actually been like a viable strategy for me. I've not went for it on this occasion, but with Champ Euro, I'm thinking that, because it is all about risk and reward, and like, when you look at the prizes available in Champ Euro, like Pro is so hard, but I think I've got cards that are good enough to make that, you know, could get into like the prizes. It doesn't need to be winning, you know, but can get into the prizes in that D2, and some more of these guys as an SR would be very valuable to them, maybe pushing up and strengthening that position into the Pro league. You know, if I have some other guys that can come in and play the Pro division with the rares I've got, or eventually if I win a couple, maybe 5 or something, maybe it can really help that, on top of what I just said, then help the super rare team maybe kick up and maybe get into the top 5, you know. Austria is back very, very soon. Austria return is game week 244. Got you, Joshy boy. It's all happening, guys, over the next few weeks for sure. Everything's coming back slowly but surely. And I don't really need to worry about Austria. I don't think anymore if Brendan Aronson is going to Leeds, but I don't think that's necessarily an improvement in his outlook and situation. But hey ho, it is what it is. So I'm pretty excited for Champ Euro, because I think it's one of these regions that a lot of non-whale accounts will just kind of discount, and I think even the whales can sometimes maybe just put dross into some divisions, and I've always kind of operated with one man's trash is one man's treasure kind of thing, you know, so I'm quite happy to do that. I've done it quite successfully earlier on in the year with the super rare division, with trying to think who was that main kind of protagonist. Maybe like Cabral? Is he involved in a lot of rewards? Yeah, he was. Yeah, so, and that was just going into U23, just where I had good cards. There was not much variety available, and again, some people were just kind of writing the division off because everyone was saying D2 is rubbish, ROI, and it's just not worth playing or whatever. And between game week 181 and 200, so 19 game weeks, 6 prizes, that's 1 in 3. You know, that's a good kind of hit ratio. Some of these cards I've sold for big money, some of them I've kept, some of them I've sold for peanuts. That's not too bad. Not that Cabral was a main instigator of that, but I know he was one of the few U23 forwards that was eligible and kind of activated that strategy for me. So again, with some of these Champ Euro mids I've picked up, like Braze and JJ, like I just feel both of them like are such a good. Like, they're guys I like first and foremost, which is the main thing. The V have got good fixtures also in February, which is appealing. But he plays a lot, and you just need a few of these games where he breaks over that 60 mark, and especially they've had a good season. They're pushing up. Minutes has been his main thing, really. It's kind of hampered his scores and whatever, but he is decisive, capable, which we like. And he is like a starter for a team that are, on paper, challenging for the league and still going strong in Europe. So that's not to be turned your nose up at, certainly. And then my boy Braze, who's having a great little year. And again, like these little scores, fantastic when they come along. And it's just that little convergence of, a few greens together. And we make things happen, I think that's pretty much all I've got for you guys this morning. We've got the teams out for the wee look into the game week ahead. There's not too much coming still internationally, but we've got the old firm. The Celtic attack stacks are coming back. Sold my MLS limited squad, didn't have a keeper anyway, and bought an Eloy Room rare to complete my MLS rare team. Barnesy, that sounds like a shrewd bit of business that you've executed there. So well done, Barnesy. Fantastic, guys. I wish you all the best of luck this game week. Peter told you, I cannot wait to see what you pull on for Trophy Day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and retweet. If you're watching this after we've been live, thank you very much. I hope you have a great game week. And yeah, like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Terrible.